Bum ba bum ba ba ba. Bum ba bum ba ba. I'm sailing upstream. Ba 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 ba. Woo. Ba 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 man. Ba 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 man. Woo. All right, I think we're ready to go. Hello, everyone. My name is Reka Bird. Today, we're going to be going to take a look at retail World of Warcraft. We've been playing Classic for quite a while, and I feel like switching it up a bit might be good. So today, we're going to be doing retail. Just this little bit of that. Wait. Yep. Oh. What? There we go. All right. So, yeah, retail WoW. I've been playing this for a very, 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 very long time. Since the game came out, in fact. So yeah, I've got a lot of characters. A lot. So many. Yeah, we're gonna be starting a new character, a rogue, Worgen, because I feel like doing Worgen, so they're gonna be learning the history of the Worgen, and I'm gonna be having a good time. Sounds like everything's good all the way around. So yeah, let's get started. Hope the volume's okay.
Led by their indomitable king, Genn Greymane, the proud citizens of Gilneas once stood with the Alliance against the vile, orcish horde that sought to conquer all of Lordaeron. Gilneas survived, but in the chaotic years following the Second War, the mighty kingdom drew ever inward. Distrustful of their former allies, the Gilneans erected a mighty wall at the borders of their land, closing off their nation and their hearts from an ever-darkening world. Now, many years later, as the seemingly unstoppable undead scourge marches across Lordaeron, human civilization once again teeters on the brink of destruction. As war and terror close in all around them, the citizens of Gilneas are faced with one terrible truth. Their mighty wall cannot hold back the dead for much longer. And worse, rumors of a new threat have arisen within the kingdom's borders, of feral nightmare creatures that walk upright as men, but hunt and howl as wolves.
So yeah, that's the basic gist of it. What they're explaining is that after the Second Orcish War, when the humans were attacked, Gilneas only sent a token force to help defend Lordaeron. And
were cut off from the
it,
harbor
it wasn't good.
towns,
It wasn't great at all.
expect to be outnumbered.
Instead of focusing their money on sending support for the Alliance, they spent their money on that wall. And the people who built that wall lived
I want
just
the perimeter
outside the
secured,
wall.
and the
The
gates
North
manned
Gate
by
Rebellion
guards
was
at
when
all
those people
times. No one gets in,
got pissed
no one gets
and
out.
rebelled against Gilneas. And it was a not successful rebellion, and all the people who associated with it were put in prison. Hello, Uni. I'm just explaining the
We protected
the
Gilneas from
history
the
of
scourge.
Gilneas a little bit.
We protected Gilneas during the Northgate Rebellion.
So yeah,
We will protect Gilneas
that was
from whatever this new threat may
interesting.
be.
Now, another thing that is going on is that the Worgen are a very interesting race, because the Worgen initially were Night Elves, and what they were is
Stand
Druids.
ready, guards.
And
We don't know how many intruders were dealing.
make sure the
The
volume's up.
headlands are overrun. We were cut off from the harbor towns.
Uh,
Expect to be outnumbered.
Okay, so the Worgen came about when these druids tried to go into a wolf form,
I
and
want
they
the
were
perimeter secured,
they were
and the
channeling the
gates
power
manned by
of
two
an old
guards
god
at all
called
times.
Goldrin,
No
also
one
known
gets
as
in,
Logosh
no
to
one
the
gets
orcs.
out.
And when they channeled this wolf form, they were unable to control the rage that came with it. So they were stuck as Worgen, just
We protected
rampaging
Gilneas
about.
from the scourge. We
And
protected Gilneas during the Northgate
Cenarius,
Rebellion.
who is
We
like
will
the
protect Gilneas from
demigod
whatever this new threat may be.
that oversees the druids, and was just like, hey, you're gonna need to stop, so I'm gonna put you all to sleep, and I'm gonna put you underneath this tree in the Emerald Dream, which is like an alternate
Stand
parallel
ready,
dimension
guards.
to what we
don't
have
know
right
how
now.
many intruders we're
And
dealing with, but the headlands are overrun.
so
We're cut
you're
off
wondering,
from the harbor
okay, well,
towns.
if they're
Expect
asleep
to be
under this
outnumbered.
tree, why are they here now? Which is a good question, because it has one simple answer. This mage named Arugal, who was trying to find a defense against the undead, was peering into alternate dimensions to try and find stuff that they could use, right? Anything. And what he found was these druids that had, beastly forms that were really strong. And he's like, hey, I found these Worgen. That's what they call them. And they're like, they're really strong. And they're resistant to being raised as undead once they die. So we should bring these guys in, and they can take care of the undead for us. And,
Stand ready, guards.
they're just like, yeah, sure, do that. That sounds like a great idea. I don't see this backfiring at all. Well, long story short, it backfired. And these Worgen started to run rampant, and they're all over the place. And they work a lot like werewolves. You get bit, you turn into a Worgen. And yeah, so very simple, very basic. And now they are in Gilneas, in the wall, because nothing's going to keep those Worgen out. And they hunt in the woods. And they know that the Worgen hunt in the woods. A very special elite cast of select individuals knew about the Worgen threat. So what they would do is they would turn it into a game. They would go out and they would hunt these Worgen for sport. And, that's not good, because they would get bit. And citizens would get bit. And then it would spread. So now we got Worgen all over the place, because these guys decided that it would be funny, haha, to hunt Worgen for sport. It did not end well for them, suffice it to say. All right, so first off, I need my action bars. I'll loot this be turned on. Okay, and then next we need to unlock that. That there. Lock it. Just funny, haha, nothing more. Well, you're about to see the Ooh. Well. I don't need those. I don't want that. Don't want get rid of that one though.
Stand ready, guards. We don't know how many intruders we're dealing with.
Who's off?
The headlands are overrun.
Say off.
Cut off from the harbor towns.
Yell off.
Suspect the outnumbered.
Okay, there we go. Hello, Mother. I just got done explaining the history of Gilneas and all that good stuff, so we're about to get started. I need to move stuff around. So you'll notice that the interface for retail WoW is a lot different than classics, and that's just because it's a different game entirely, pretty much. And I've got some mods that make this more immersive. So let me get this quest really quick. I'll show you what I mean. So instead of getting a screen right here that has the text off to the side, I have this thing where it pops up here, and it's more interactive and easier to read and stuff. So, what are you still doing here, citizen? Haven't you heard? The city's under complete lockdown.
Stand ready,
Go
guards.
see Lieutenant
We
Walden.
don't know
He'll
how
give
many
you further
intruders we're
directions for
dealing with,
evacuation.
but the headlands are overrun, and we're cut off from the harbor towns.
Okay, so what I usually do to have these frames line up perfectly is I set them on top of
I
this.
want the perimeter secured, and the gates manned by 2 guards at all times. No one gets in,
There we go.
no one gets out.
Okay, so now we got our frames locked in place. Where's my frame lock? There it is. And of course I did my special macros.
We protected Gilneas from the Scourge.
Yes.
We protected Gilneas during the
Cool.
Northgate Rebellion. We will protect Gilneas from whatever this new threat
So,
may be.
My new character is named Tisha. Her name is from some of the stories that I wrote before. And I sent over some goodies for this new character. I guess I didn't send money. I meant to send money, but I didn't. But I sent 4 bags. I don't really need money right now, and an old lucky coin because I'm superstitious. But yeah, let's get going. We're gonna find out how my character becomes a worgen, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. That dagger's gonna poke me. Oh, right, leveling gear. Okay, so one of the I also have a very large collection of weapons. 260 in total. I can't use any of them right now, except for this one, which we're gonna be using because getting around here can be kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, lots of mounts. Boop. But what I need is heirlooms. Now, in retail WoW, you get these items for basically doing a shit ton of work to get them, and you can use them on new characters to help level them up. Gotta make sure I can get my swords. Okay, so I got this really cool gear. Need another trinket. See. And what this gear does... Wait, am I missing a piece? Oh, cloak. Right. All the cloaks are really the same, so I'm just gonna grab... Okay. There we go. So what this does is that if you have the sets, it'll give you certain benefits. Right now, rested experience consumed is reduced by 30%. Increase your out-of-combat regeneration in the outdoors, normal dungeons, and battlegrounds. Gaining a level triggers a burst of knowledge, dealing 23 holy damage to nearby enemies and granting you 40% agility for 2 minutes. Defeating another enemy extends this effect up to an additional 2 minutes. Rested experience consumed is reduced by an additional 30%. So, all the good stuff. And these items are just really powerful, really good. It's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy playing. You're going to enjoy watching. So, let's get going. Deep claw marks run through the man's corpse. The lieutenant appears to have died from some severe wounds. The prince might want to hear this news. You hear the sound of fighting coming from the market.
For my people.
It's you again. Looks like you're not the only one to hide in the face of danger. Or it looks like you're not one to hide in the face of danger. Very well then.
For Gilneas.
Worgen, my father had warned me that Archmage Aragol's creations had run amok. But where are they coming from? I suppose it doesn't matter. Help us make quick work of them. We'll show them what we Gilneans are made of.
For my people.
The citizens aren't safe here anymore, not even inside their homes. We're doing our best to stop the Worgen from getting indoors, but their numbers are far too great. Help us by evacuating the civilian homes. My father's armies in the prison district will be able to better protect them.
I got a bad feeling.
Listen, Tisha, we can't let our supplies get destroyed. With Gilneas walled off from the outside world, we won't last through the winter if we lose much more of our stock. Please help us salvage what you can.
Watch your back.
Alright, basic stuff. So as a rogue, you usually have two weapons. And they're usually swords, or they're usually daggers, and stabby. Stabby. Stab, stabby. 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 Thank you for the pets, Mama. I love you much. Thank you for coming today. You're awesome. Now, I haven't played Rogue since, well, actually, since Cataclysm came out and the Worgen were introduced. So it's been a long time. The class has changed quite a bit, so we're going on an adventure to see how much it's changed. Back in the day, all these guys used to be hostile. So when you stab, you'll see that I get these combo points. And these combo points are used to fuel other moves like Eviscerate. I love you much, Mama. I hope you have a good evening if you can't stick around. So I build up these combo points. And the more combo points I get, the more damage I do with this move. So right now I have 5 combo points that'll do 27 damage to a target. All I'd have to do is run up to the target and terminate him. Oh yeah, Titan panel. That is... So this is an add-on I use to track all sorts of things, to how much experience I get per hour, how much time estimated it'll take to level if I stay at my current pace, how much money I have on all my characters, which is about 460,000 gold, how much bag slots I have, my weapon durability, my FPS, my connection speed, and how much data I have downloaded, well, cached, not downloaded. So while this move right here, Sinister Strike, gives me combo points, it also costs energy. And energy is this little yellow bar that's under the HP. And if I don't have enough energy, I'm not going to be stabbing it. You'll see that the move turns this dark blue color, and then it becomes unusable. Evacuate the homes. You'll also see that the quests work a little bit differently. They're listed right here, the same as before, but you can click on these little buttons here to track them. And when you track a quest, it allows you to see not only how much progress you have, but if you look on the map here, it gives you a general area of where you should look to complete your quest. I really like this. Hello, Polaris. we just got done going over the history of Gilneas and how it got to this point, as well as how rogues work as a class. This is a new character. It's brand new. It's a Worgen rogue.
What's your story?
Have you salvaged the supplies yet, Tisha? Excellent. I'll make sure these get taken to a safe place.
Long live Greymane.
I'm level 3.
For Gilneas.
It's no use, Tisha. They're not letting up.
For my people.
Good job, Tisha. Thanks to you, many Gilneans will live to see another day. It's time for you to leave, Tisha. Go to the military district with the other civilians. Check in with Gwym Armstead when you cross the bridge to the southeast to see if everyone's okay. I will stay here and guard and cover this civilian street. Go now. That is an order. So, the way leveling works in retail versus classic is that you level up at an absurd rate in class or in retail, like an absurd rate. I've already gotten 4 levels, and that took me like 30 minutes in classic. It slows down a little bit near level 30, but then it just it gets easier from there. Birds.
Ain't you a chipper looking
We're all
one?
fine here, a little shaken but alive. Most of us made it here alive, but there are Worgen on the side of the city as well. We're going to continue heading south once everyone's accounted for. That reminds me, someone was asking about you, a woman named Lauren. She seemed a little disappointed when I told her you were all right. I think she mentioned she owes you money. So I like this, the way the quests are lined up and read out here rather than in that big text block, because it helps me with my dyslexia, and it allows me to go slow with reading the text, which is fantastic.
What can I
Lauren
do for you?
defense. Oh, hey, there you are. There's only so much I can teach right now with all these Worgen trying to dismember us. We really should think about heading south with the other survivors. We've been told that King Greymane is there. If we stick together, our chances of survival will increase, especially if you choose someone nutritious looking to stand next to.
That's enough gabbing for me today.
Alright, so we have stealth now. So now I can be stealthy and sneak up on folks. And I get this move called Cheap Shot. Stun the target for 4 seconds.
Our curse is also.
You have done well in coming here. If we Gilneans stick together, we might yet defeat this terrible enemy. Lord Darius Crowley has been called many things. Rebel, traitor, terrorist. He's the one who led the Northgate Rebellion, by the way. Before the Civil War, I called him friend. I never blamed him for leading an insurrection against me. His land and people were separated from Gilnean by the stone wall, but we had no choice. Regardless, Crowley is exactly the type of person we need right now. Enter the Stoneward prison and ask Captain Roderick about Crowley's whereabouts. I'd send my own men, but they're still bad blood.
The Alliance must
Yeah, a little bit.
endure. What now?
Fine by me if King Greymane wants you to risk your life to rescue a known traitor. Do me a favor and do something useful while you're out there and kill these cursed flea bags. Yeah, that guy's Lord Godfrey. He's an asshole. He's just a complete total ass. All right, let's stun this guy. I'll show you what I do. Bam, and then I bam. It also gives me a combo point, so I can wha-bam. Wha-bam, and then wha-bam. Stabby, stabby, slicey, stabby. Wha-bam. Gonna build up those combo points. Yeah, stealth again. Wait for my energy to come back. And then stun. And then bam. Yeah, get him. Get him. Yeah. And then I just wha-bam that guy. Wham. I'm making this look so much more different. Oh yeah, mass loot is a thing. So you've noticed that I looted this one character here and it looted all 3 of these guys. That's because in retail WoW there's this thing called mass loot, which is really nice. It's just a convenient thing.
No time for dallying.
Greymane wants to save Crowley? Has he gone mad? I don't understand why the king wants us to waste time saving his hide, but if you want to risk your life, then be my guest. Crowley and his men are holed up upstairs, probably plotting against the king as we speak.
Watch your
The
back.
thing is Crowley doesn't hold that much bad blood against the king. He's just a little bit pissed off about the whole Northgate Rebellion thing and all of his, followers being pretty much massacred.
We do what we must.
Greymane's right. These beasts do not give a damn about our politics. Gilneans need to stand together. One of those mangy fleabags got Dempsey real good. We can't move him until we've stabilized his bleeding. Give us a hand and hold back these mongrels. Give us a couple of minutes. That's all we need, sister. Oh! Snuck up on me. This quest is especially cool because you can see the Worgen jumping over the rooftop sometimes as they're jumping in. I don't see any right now, though. Yeah. The quest timer's up here in the top right corner. Oh, there they are. That's quite a few. So how's everyone doing? Oh, there's one right there. Oh, they got stuck. Yeah, that's the problem with this particular portion of the expansion. So the Worgen came out back in Cataclysm, which was several years ago now. I think 8. And when it came out, all this worked properly for the most part. But in the 8 years that this has been out, they haven't made the proper fixes to it. So stuff like the Worgen getting caught up on the buildings happen because they're pathing and all that stuff. And they haven't updated this zone for years. But it's got a lot of good lore to it, so I'm doing it instead of this. So instead of fixing this zone and other starting zones like this, they went and made a new zone called Exile's Reach that has its own story and stuff like that. And it's a little bit more modern. It's a little bit more of we did it, Tisha. Thanks to you, this man has survived. Listen, Tisha, for the first time since the Civil War, I agree with Greymane. Now's the time to put aside our quarrel. It sure doesn't look like these beasts care much of whether you're a rebel or royal. Send word back to Greymane. My men will join his. There's a safe house not far from here, in Josiah's cellar. My lads stashed some heavy military artillery there. Tell our king that my arsenal are now at his disposal. Alright. So, yeah, that went well. What is that? Movement speed is increased 15%, and you take... Oh, reduce falling damage. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Cool. What was I saying? I forget what I was saying before we read that quest text.
We owe much.
Rebel
to the
arsenals in my
Alliance.
own city? What the bloody hell was Crowley up to?
Trust your instincts.
If I hadn't seen you kill a few of these mangy things with my own eyes, I think you did not complete the task I asked of you. It looks like we're hardly putting a dent in their numbers. Yeah, fuck Godfrey, he's an asshole.
What news do you bring?
Let's see. The arsenal Crowley speaks of is in the cellar of a building just west of here. It is unnerving that artillery was smuggled inside the city by my enemies, yet it might end up saving Gilnean lives today. Find Josiah Avery and requisition the rebel artillery. We will put the weapons to good use.
My people have endured much.
I like being sneaky and stealthy. It's pretty cool.
Any friend of Grey
Don't look at
Man
me.
is a
Leave me
friend of
alone.
mine. We are bound by
Oh. You've been bitten by a worgen. It's probably nothing, but it sure stings a little. He turned into a worgen and died. Crowley shot him.
Make it quick.
He turned into one of them, didn't he? How do we even fight against the enemy that can do this to us? My father's arsenal certainly is a good start, I suppose. Worgen are hiding in the alleys ahead. Take one of my mastiffs and find them more easily. We're going to need to clear the way ahead if we're going to move these cannons above ground.
This mastiff will help you find the hidden worgen.
I mean, I can see them. That one's not even stealth. So yeah, in retail WoW, I can pretty much more easily take on more than one guy at a time. Whereas in Classic, it was very, very dangerous to do what I just did. If I had done that in Classic, I would have died.
What is it?
Excellent. I'll start running up some help to get these cannons positioned. It's time, Tisha. We'll take it from here. Tell King Greymane that my father's arsenal will be at his disposal. There's more than enough firepower here to blow the worgen from here to the North Sea. Let's see. You were bitten by a worgen. The wound looks minor. Maybe it'll go away with time.
All I do,
I knew
do
Crowley
for
would come through.
Gilneas.
His weapons will be more than useful to us. All these years after the war, and Crowley was still hiding enough firepower in that cellar to level half the district. It might have come to that, unfortunately. We can't open fire just yet. There's a civilian trapped on the other side of the prison. Not just any civilian either. Krenin Aranitz is one of the most brilliant alchemists this world has known. One of his potions saved my daughter, Tess, from dying soon after being born. Take my horse and rescue him. Krenin must live.
Gilneas will prevail.
That's a lot of worgen. They're beating up my horse. Ah, okay, so the horse can't die, it just gets reduced to 1 HP. Yeah, it'd be very unfortunate if the horse could die. That'd make things a lot more rough.
Thank you. I owe you my life.
What now?
Well done, Tisha. We'll make sure Krenin makes it out of the city alive.
We've got Aranis. Fire at will.
Let's see. We've done all we can here. Let King Greymane know we've bought some time. I have a feeling that it won't be long till the worgen are back in force. We'll need to fall back to Greymane's court to the west. If that's the case, it's the last place we can hold out without being trapped like fish in a barrel. So yeah, the difference between retail and classic are pretty huge. You'll notice that instead of just the Eastern Kingdoms, Kalimdor, and Northrend, we have the Broken Isles, Kul Tiras, Zandalar, and Pandaria, as well as the Maelstrom. If you go into the Maelstrom, you'll see that there's Kazan, the Lost Isles, and Deepholm. And if you go out even further, you'll see 3 additional places. Outland, which is sort of an alien world. That's in Classic though, so you can see that. And this is what it looks like. We got Netherstorm, Blades Edge Mountains, Zangar Marsh, Nagrand, Triokar Forest, Shadow Moon Valley, and Hellfire Peninsula. And what this used to be is a planet named Draenor. And what happened is that this warlock named Ner'zhul was opening up dark portals all over the planet, like crazy, just bam, 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 lots of dark portals. And the planet couldn't handle that, so it shook itself apart. And while fleeing through one of his own dark portals, he thought he was going to paradise, but he was delivered right into the hands of the very dark master he betrayed, Kil'jaeden. And so what Kil'jaeden did is that he took this orc named Ner'zhul, and he pulled his soul out of him, and he tormented the soul for years and years and years, and then he stuck it in some armor, and that armor became the Lich King. And the armor, the designs for it were given to Kil'jaeden by the Nathrezim, which are these really cool demons. We've seen them in Warcraft 3, and the Nathrezim actually work for this guy called the Jailer. We'll get into that later, but suffice it to say, that's where the Lich King came from. Pretty cool. It's a good story. I like it. Yeah, so you also have the option of going to Draenor, because what happened is after the events of Mists of Pandaria, this orc named Garrosh Hellscream, and a bronze dragon who had control over manipulating time, sent Garrosh back in time on Draenor. And what Garrosh did is that he stopped the orcs from drinking the blood. Not feeling great today because I took the COVID vaccine yesterday. Anyway, he stopped the orcs from drinking the blood of Manaroth. And Manaroth's blood was what turned the orcs' skin green and enslaved them to the demons. And once Garrosh changed that, well, it just changed everything. Ner'zhul didn't open up his portals and destroy the planet. So this is Draenor as it is today. You got the Frost Ridge Mountains, you got Nagrand, Palador, Spires of Iraq, Shadow Moon Valley, Kanan Jungle, and even Asheram. I hate this expansion, so we're probably not going to go and explore that place, but the story behind it is fascinating. It's really, really cool. And the other place that we got is the Shadowlands. So the events of Retail WoW as it is currently follow the battle for Azeroth, where we go to Zandalar and Koltaros and basically just fight each other and murder each other between the Horde and the Alliance. And it was all triggered by Sylvanas Windrunner. And what she did was horrible. She marched her armies from Orgrimmar through so from Duratan and Orgrimmar through Ashenvale up the Dark Shore, and then when she was in Dark Shore, she used her ballista and catapults to burn Teldrassil, the big tree where all the Night Elves called home. And so Teldrassil burned down with just a metric ton of Night Elves still on the tree. So all these Night Elves burned alive. And Sylvanas was actually working for this guy called the Jailer. And when she went to Icecrown Citadel, she fought the current Lich King, stole his helmet, and broke it. And when she broke that helm, it opened up the way to the Shadowlands, which is the afterlife. And we'll get to this point eventually because its lore is complicated and kind of stupid. So I'll explain that later. I just got wound up in a tangent for that. Let's see. The bite wound is getting worse. You don't feel so good. Whew, I got the sniffles. Let's do sprint. Sprint is pretty cool.
You have my attention.
We're left with very few choices, Tisha. What we do next is will be a critical decision.
Stand strong.
Make it past the gates into Duskhaven. We'll be
Gotta
safe.
take a drink.
The
My
eastern
sword.
mountains are
Throat
virtually
sword.
impassable.
We need to keep the Worgen's attention in the city again. It's the only shot we have for the survivors to make it to Duskhaven.
I'll stay behind with the Royal Guard, Father. It's my duty to Gilneas.
Not a chance, boy. Gilneas is going to need its king's undivided attention. Can't have your father wondering whether his child is alive or not. My men and I will hold up inside the Lightstone Cathedral. I've already given the order, and the cannons are on their way. Lead our people well, again.
We were fools to take up arms against each other, Darius. The Worgen would have never stood a chance.
Just this little bit. Okay, we'll give that a try.
We do what we must.
You don't have to do this, Tisha. You've done more than enough already. But if you decide to stay, I'd be a fool to turn you away. My men have fortified their position inside the cathedral and are ready for what comes next. I'm about to head there and take as many of these flea-ridden devils with me as I can. You're welcome to come along for the ride. Yeah, let's do it. So my job right now is to gather up these guys using this torch.
Let's round up as many of them as we can. Every Worgen chasing us is one less Worgen chasing the survivors.
Alright, now I just wait for the ride. May have turned the sound up a little bit too much. I'm gonna go turn it down a little bit more.
You'll never catch us, you blasted mongrels!
There we go. That's a more reasonable level, right? What do you guys think? How's the volume? Whoop. Let's see. The bite wound is getting worse. You don't feel good.
We've been walled up for far
Brace
too
yourself,
long.
Tisha. Here they come. Time has come, Tisha. If we're going to put a dent in their numbers, the time is now. We have the position. We have the power, firepower. All that remains to be seen is whether we have the courage. And I sure don't see a coward standing in front of me.
Long live Greymane.
Well, to be fair, I was standing off to your side, but you're right. I'm not a coward. Bonk. 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 There we go.
Oi.
You've done well, Tisha. You've done more than could be asked of any Gilnean. We're running low on ammunition. It's time to regroup inside now. We had enough ammunition to carry on the Civil War for another month, yet the Worgen's number is such that we were nearly spent. We don't want to be caught out here in the open when that happens. Fall back inside the cathedral and report to the boss. I'm sure old Crowley will know what to do next.
Farewell.
Lightstone Cathedral.
We will prevail.
We've given them everything we have, yet still they come. Do not worry, Tisha. We'll slay many more before the day is over. We've got a good choke point here, Tisha. Feel free to say a prayer if that's your sort of thing. Take courage and let's kill these bots. Let's see. Your skin is black and blue around the wound. There's also appears to be thick hair growing around the edges of it. Gee, I wonder what could be happening. They're really going at that guy.
We do what we must.
They've stopped coming. No, Tisha, that is not a good thing.
Look at what you've become. Those cursed beasts. They've left you nothing more than just another wretched mongrel. Do you even remember what you did to your friends? Your kind, haunting the wilds unchecked, until we found you. They've kept you alive because they still believe you can be saved. To which I must ask, is there even a shred of humanity left within you? Perhaps we will find out soon enough.
So I always hate that the cutscene, the NPCs continue to operate around you even though the cutscene is going on. So I'll just go ahead and read what they say while you're watching the cutscene. I'm not giving up on you. I don't have a cure for the curse yet, but there are treatments. You will have control again. Lord Godfrey, give it up, Brennan. It's time to put this one down. It's protocol. King Ingraman says, tell me, Godfrey, those that stayed in Gilnea's city so that we could live, were they following protocol? King Ingraman also says, I didn't think so. Now hand me that potion, Brennan, and double the dosage. I need you to pull through, Tisha. This dosage is strong enough to kill a horse. But I know you. I know what you're made of. You will be fine. Trust me. I know what you're going through. Now drink up and close your eyes. I get sprint and dark flight? That's awesome. So sprint increases your movement speed by 70% for 8 seconds. And this one increases it for 40% for 10 seconds. They do not stack. So, but you can use one after the other, and it's super handy. Ooh, earthquake.
What now?
So Crennan's potion did not kill you. Well, I suppose that means the human inside of you is in control then. I guess I won't be shooting you after all. At least not yet. Go speak to Crennan Aranis and give him the good news. He's in charge of the house where we keep your kind. Just remember, Tisha, I've got my eye on you. So much as try anything funny and you'll get a bullet between the eyes. Yeah, fuck you, Godfrey. No one likes you either. There is a vendor right
I
there.
offer service with a smile.
Oh, it's a banker.
I
And a
run a
vendor.
stand-up business here.
Yep. Oh, fine, be that way.
You got fine taste, I can tell.
Yes, I can tell also. I do not need these. Okay, so one of my add-ons is called Auctionator, and what it does is when I scroll over an item, it tells me how much it'll sell to the vendor and how much it could potentially sell for an auction. Now, this number fluctuates from item to item, but if you see something like crazy, like 5,000 gold on an item that's garbage, it's just there to mess with the add-on. People are aware of the add-on, so they like to mess with it. Oh yeah, speaking of, compared to Classic, look at the bag space I have. Holy fuck. It's
Cheers,
crazy.
mate.
I made 19 silver. But what I want to learn
feeling.
is skinning and leatherworking. And this guy can teach me both. Oh, nice. And the cool thing about Worgen is that they use their claws to skin animals, and they skin them faster than other races, which I think is really cool. Leatherwork. Which means leatherwork. I have no idea what these relics of the past really are for. Oh, it just sets item level. Okay.
Farewell.
Well met.
Get out of here. Get out of here. It worked. By the light, it worked. Ah, yes. The effects of the curse cannot ever be fully cured as far as we know. With treatment, however, your mind will remain yours, and not that of a wild animal. We are fortunate that the treatment worked on you. Normally, I can only treat recent infections. We'll need to continue your medication for have you reverse the curse. I will need mandrake essence to brew another batch of the serum for you. You will find a crate stashed beneath the shed southwest of the town. Okay. We're already level 7. We are flying through these levels. Birds. The crate has been smashed and the vials inside appear to have been broken. Looks like we have some company. These are Forsaken ship, and the Forsaken, of course, are Sylvanas' troops. A long knife with a skull ornament on its hilt sticks out of the militiaman's ribs. As you look around for clues, you spot a pair of savage-looking warships at the shore. Gilneas is being invaded. Bring word back to Duskhaven's mayor, Gwen Armstead. And now I have an assassin after. Hello, bunny bundles. Did Shake the Bird get a new sound? Nope. Same sound. Somebody here. Oh yeah, no, it's the same one. It's still the vibrating. Yeah. That's what it's supposed to sound like. You just tricked me into shaking myself, didn't you? That's what it was. Sound like an intense shake. It was pretty intense. I felt it in my knees. Look, see, even the ground in the game is shaking now. What are you guys doing to me? So the reason the ground is shaking, and they don't give any context to this, so I gotta explain it, is that while Gilneas is being invaded and dealing with the Worgen crisis, this big dragon that used to be the aspect of Earth, called Deathwing, formerly known as Neltharion, burst out of the Maelstrom. And when he burst out of the Maelstrom, he broke the world pillar and started going around all over the world and literally just blowing shit up. Can I do the cinematics from here? No, but I think I can. Here, let me see. Resting spot. Where's an inn? There's an inn. I think I can look up the cinematics from here. But I have to go to here. Menu. Cinematics. The Cataclysm. So this is the events that led up to the Cataclysm.
Pain. Agony. My hatred burns through the cavernous deeps. with my torment. Its wretched kingdoms quake beneath my rage.
I love Deathwing so much. He's such a cool villain. With such an edgy name, though.
But at last, the whole of Azeroth will break. And all will burn beneath the shadow of my wings.
So that's Stormwind. Yeah, he just flew by Stormwind. He blew up this district called the Park. I think I told you guys about the Park Classic, but yeah. So that's the events that led up to the Cataclysm, and that's what's currently going on as we're fleeing Gilneas. So keep that in mind as everything's changing around us and stuff like that. That's what's happening. Also, I gotta say, I freaking love Deathwing. Deathwing is such an amazing character. Here, let me read
Any
this
friend of Greymane is a
Forsaken.
friend of
Quick,
mine.
Keisha, we must mount a defense. The reefs have always protected us from coastal attacks. The earthquakes must have opened a passage for the Forsaken ships. Quick, Keisha, slow down the attackers while I get the rest of the militia ready. I think I can hear the prince and some of our men engaging the Forsaken even as we speak. Speak to Liam and see how you can be of use. Oh, and make sure he doesn't get himself killed. I'm afraid he might be a little reckless in his current state.
Farewell.
Alright, Uni, go and enjoy your errands. I hope they go super well for you. Oh yeah, that's a lot of Forsaken. So the Forsaken, let me just scroll in on all of these guys really quick. The Forsaken are the undead that were... Might be that way. The Forsaken were the undead that were left over after Arthas's control slipped, and Sylvanas made her own little civilization out of the undead that no longer serve Lich. So that's who is... Thank you for the hydrate. Actually need it today, like quite a bit. They are the ones who follow and are loyal to Sylvanas. And Sylvanas is a big character.
For Gilneas.
Keisha, you are alive. I thought I was having dreams about the old days when I heard your voice.
For my people.
He's got a beard now, and he has no shirt. Keisha, I'm not... Just... Okay. No, stop it. Stop running around. I'm just gonna accept these quests and then I'll read them. He's running around like crazy. Okay. Look here, Tisha. The big fat ones. Abominations, they're called. They don't go down easy, so don't tackle them on your own. What will it be? Oh, truth or dare. It will be... truth. Hit me with the truth. Well, you think of the question, I'm going to finish reading the quest text. But I have an idea so crazy it might work. Or it might just get you killed, if we're not careful, I suppose. There's barrels of gunpowder beneath the sheds and the windmills. Grab them and toss them right on the abomination's head. I'll take care of the rest of my trusty old blunderbuss. And then the other quest says... Tisha, I'm still not sure if you're alive or dead, human or worgen. I'm not even sure if I'm really awake, but this I am sure of. We're going to kill a great many of these motherless Forsaken. I kind of feel bad for the Forsaken because they get a bad rap in the game for being undead, and I mean it makes sense. The undead spooky. Ambush target causing 41 physical damage. Oh yeah, you gotta be behind the target for that. Ooh, and that hurts. Alright. Right, and then we just throw the barrel on his head, like he said.
I got bad feeling.
Fucking combat, so I'm just gonna go and kill this guy over here. I remember when stealth used to have a ridiculous cooldown. Man, that ambush is just so crazy good.
This not be good.
Whoopee! Prince must be a good shot. Ba-bam. See. Yeah, oh, you didn't think this through. Take your time. You've already redeemed it. Think of any question you want to ask. I will tell you the truth. Just make sure you keep it within Twitch's TOS, and I will definitely yeah. I will definitely answer. Yoink.
Barrels smell like gunpowder.
I love that quest so much. If we went to MFF together, would you take the Shibari course they offer? I don't know what that is, but I'm all for learning new things. I love learning new things. I'm just really bad at it now. I didn't used to be bad at it, but then my brain decided, hey, Fibrofog's the thing. Ooh.
Barrels smell like gunpowder.
Japanese rope bondage? I mean, sure, why not? I mean, bondage isn't really my thing, but I would be more than willing to learn it. Why not? Who knows? I may take people hostage and I need to bind them very securely, so... Oh my gosh. Also, let me just say, the Worgen in retail looks so good. I love it so much. Takes notes. Yes, Tisha, just like old times. I'm going to have to work hard at not shooting you, but Krenin explained everything to us.
For Gilneas.
You and me, Tisha, we make a great team. Good to have you back.
For my
Stop it. We can take it from here, Tisha. Check with the mayor, Armstead. These are only a small part of the Forsaken forces. If we don't move quickly, we're going to have a bigger problem on our hands. See if you can do, or see what you can do to engage the Forsaken army at their landing location. Also, hello, Bethany. It's been a while. Good to see you. What does this do? Strength and acclimate caution that heals you for 20% of your maximum health over 4 seconds. Oh, that's going right here.
Get gabbing or get going.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, I gotta. Go check out Bethany. They're amazing. They're a fantastic streamer. Also, thank you for the hydrate. I had my COVID booster yesterday, and my throat's really sore, so I'm trying to drink more water. Great news, Tisha. I've sent the remaining militia to the shore to meet the Forsaken forces. No, Bethany, you're amazing, and this is my stream, and I will say what I want on it. Lord Godfrey is leading the attack near. Lord Godfrey is leading the attack near the Forsaken's landing area. See what you can do to help us keep the Forsaken back. I've been told Godfrey has commandeered the storm cellar of the Isle of Ultimate far to the west. Take him there.
Keep your chin up,
I also love the Worgen female dance. We're gonna take a look at that really quick. I love it. I love it so much. I have no idea where the dance is from because all the dances in World of Warcraft are a reference, but I love it. It's fantastic. Also, some of the Gilnean jokes are just so furry, like incredibly furry. Here, I'm gonna show you the mount. It's a chauffeur. Franklin Martin drives it. I don't know who that is, but cool. Let's do a joke. He's just choking on a hairball and going, pardon, okay. Also, that was extremely quiet. Not much I can do about that. The dialogue's just really quiet.
Speak.
The Forsaken are here in full strength. Tisha, we barely have enough men to hold them back.
What now?
I'm not going to lie, Tisha. I don't like the idea of having Worgen among our ranks. Who knows how long till Krennin's concoction wears off and you'll be trying to chomp one of our heads off. Until that time, however, we can make ample use of your ferocity. I want you to go out to the battlefield and kill as many of those Forsaken as you can, as brutal a fashion as you can. We're going to put the fear of the Worgen in them, Tisha. The Forsaken catapults are kicking the snot out of us, Tisha. And even if we do take care of them, they have 2 ships with rows of cannons at the ready. I have a plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and you're the stone in this plan. Take out the machinists manning the catapults. After this, use the catapults to launch yourself aboard the Forsaken ships. If your aim isn't terrible, you should be able to land safely. Once on board, go below decks and take care of each ship's captain. Good luck, rogue.
Ain't you a chipper-looking one?
The military will not allow me outside of the cellar, but my children are still in my farm. Please, you must go and find them. The Forsaken have no regard for innocent life. My kids are in great danger. Their names are Cynthia, Ashley, and James. If you find them, bring them back here. I'll be forever in your debt.
Good day.
Alright, let's go find some kids. I love how there's explosions going around. This kid's just like, huh? What's going on, man? Your mother's in the basement next door. Get to her now. Don't hurt me. I was looking for my sisters. I think Ashley's inside the house. Okay, as far as excuses go for why you're just wandering around outside, that's not terrible. Just trying to help your sisters out. That's fair. You can get behind that. Join the others in the basement next door. Hurry. Are you the one of the good Worgen, ma'am? Did you see Cynthia out hiding in the sheds outside? Did not, but we'll go and check it out. Fighting Worgen or the Forsaken in the cornfield. It's not safe here. Go to the Allen's basement. You were scary. I just want my mommy. Fair enough. I get it. The teeth, the fangs, being 8 feet tall. Oh yeah, mass loot. I keep forgetting that. I'm so used to classic now because we've been playing it for a while. Chop. All right. Let's see. Yeet. Nice. that. Okay, give me one moment to kill this guy, and then I will hydrate. Okay, he's pretty much dead, so I'm just gonna hydrate now. Oh man, that feels so nice. Bethany, how are you doing, by the way? What are you up to? Are you having a good day? Not great. Brain is evil. Oh boy, do I know that feeling. I'm having a little bit of a rough day myself. So for the past 4-ish years, I've been trying to get my disability claim approved, and I just found out today that I got denied, and there's basically no way forward. And I have to start from scratch, and I have to build a completely new case, and it's pretty devastating. So, and that on top of that, I'm not feeling good because of the COVID vaccine side effects. So it's a pretty rough day. My brain doesn't like it. But I'm just gonna keep trying to grow my stream. I'm gonna keep trying to be the best I can be and make this, you know, what I do. Try my best to be the best I possibly can be with what I got. One of the things that I appreciate in Retail WoW is the combat animations are a lot more than just swing. It is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not a weakness, that is life. You are very, very correct, players. A very important quote to live by. It still doesn't mean I can't feel bad about losing. Alright, let's test out how good Sprint is. I am very angry. I am very angry. My lawyer basically said, if I were 50, I'd have gotten approved immediately. But because I'm not 50, and they found out of the entire nation, they found 3 jobs that I might be able to do, and they're just gonna say because I'm 30, I can do one of those.
I got
jobs,
a bad
but
feeling.
I just can't. I can barely do this. My children are safe. You've done a wonderful thing, Tisha. I don't know how to thank you.
Watch your back.
Not bad, Tisha. It's a good thing you're on our side.
What now?
Well done, Tisha. You might be a bloody beast, but you're our beast. That doesn't make me feel good, Godfrey. Anyway, excellent work so far, Tisha. Our scouts have identified the leader of the Forsaken Ground Assault. One of Sylvanas' hand-picked Dark Rangers is overseeing the battlefront from the Walden House near the shore. Take this whistle and use it when you're close to her. I'll have my men let loose our attack mastiffs to take her down. Be careful, Tisha. You don't want to engage her alone. So I got a new skill. It's called Slice and Dice. Finishing move that consumes combo points. Increases attack speed by 50%. Lasts longer per combo point. It's really good. Really good one. They're standing in life's face. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's go slay this Dark Ranger. Man, that horse did not like what we were doing to it. Cooldown on sprint is not that bad.
What now?
You did it, Tisha. There's but that should take the wind out of their sails.
Speak.
Earthquake. Let's see, what in the world was that, Tisha? Those were not cannons or catapults, that is for sure. Go outside and see what's going on. Are you kidding me? We did all that work and we could have just waited for a tidal wave to kill them all? Shh. Shh. Shh.
For Gilneas.
The ocean, Tisha. It swallowed everything. The land, the Forsaken, our men. Tisha, I was on the way when it happened. No time to waste. A good half of the town watch was in that area when it collapsed. Get in there and save as many of them as you can. Make sure you get them out of the water and onto shore, and I'll make sure they get any aid they need. Alright, into the water we go. The Forsaken, being undead, don't need to breathe, so they're totally fine to just chill out underneath here. These guys used to be a lot further out, but it seems like they put them closer to shore. Yeet! I love that organs do a front flip when they jump sometimes. It's fantastic.
For my people.
You did what you could, Tisha. With any luck, a few others will find their way to shore. Oh gosh. So another thing that one of my add-ons does is that it tells me how which one of these is more valuable. Since both of these sell for the same amount, it doesn't really matter which one I choose, but it's really cool. It's for like if you have a quest that you don't want the reward of, but you want the gold. We've escaped death through dumb luck, Tisha. But luck is running out. The coast is becoming flooded even as we speak, and from the look of it, the landmass beneath us hasn't quite settled yet. I hate to say this, but we have to leave. Curses, Tisha. I cannot lose my homeland twice in a lifetime. If these earthquakes are not an enemy we can defeat. Tell Gwen Armstead to start the evacuation. Good call.
Glory to Gilneas.
Let's get chauffeured around a bit. Really put my leather working. Alright, professions over here.
Get gabbing or get
Liam
going.
is right. We must get everyone to higher ground. You must help me spread the word while I manage the logistics of this evacuation.
Keep your chin up, eh?
It's not going to be easy to get Grandma Wall to come with us. You must do whatever you can to convince her, though. You'll find her in the Wall Cottage. Please, Tisha, do not lose your patience with her. Her mind is old, and she's not entirely lucid. The Hayward fishery can be found far to the south. The Hayward brothers have been running it for years. They don't make it to town very often except to trade their fish. Send word to them that the evacuation is underway.
Long live Greymane.
Of course you remember Lord Darius Crowley's daughter, Lorna. She's never quite recovered after losing her father in Gilneas City. She's basically led a life of a hermit. The only visitor she's allowed into her house has been Krenin. and he won't say a word without the whole about the whole thing. Send word to her about the evacuation.
Farewell.
Also, I love how the license plate says Pwn on it. This mount came out in a different time of internet history.
Make it quick.
Stay back. Don't make me... Is it you? By the light, it's you, Tisha. Listen, Tisha, we're not going to make very far without transportation, are we? If we just hightail it out of here, the Forsaken will catch up to us in no time at all. Running up some horses from the stable ground southeast of here would be normally be a breeze, but there's one snag. That last quake must have spooked Koroth, the mountain, and down from the mountains. If we don't get our horses soon, I fear that he will. You hiding in here? You hiding in here? Apples! I knew it. Okay, let's go get some horses. There's Koroth. He's absolutely massive. So we're gonna avoid him. All right, now we have enough horses.
What is it?
We've got the horses. I'll make sure Duskhaven gets them. All right. Next, let's go and assist Grandma Wall. I love that it puts markers like on the actual game to show where you need to go next. Just my posture because it hurts. Ow. Tired today, I suppose.
What's your story?
A visitor. Are you staying for tea, sweetheart? Leave? Now? Oops. Well, if I must, then I must. But will you be a sweetheart and find some things for me? I've lost my favorite book and won't leave without it. After you explain the gravity of the situation, Grandma Wall shakes her head and condescendingly. Dear, just find the book, will you?
That's enough gabbing for me today.
Ow. Also, thanks for shaking me. Also, thanks for the pie. Like pie. Pie's good. I got a whale bully. There we go. Let's see. Oh, the book had flavor text to it, but I couldn't read it. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. This book appears to be a racy romance novel. The cover reveals a pastoral scene involving a muscular blonde man and a young woman wearing tight bodice.
What can I do for you?
How goes it, dear? Will you be staying for tea? Why, thank you, Tisha. I hope you didn't peek. Where are your manners, dear? I didn't peek. No. What was it you wanted again? Oh, right. The evacuation orders. Well, I can't be expected to go out in public like this, can I? Go get me my good clothes. They're on the clothesline outside. You struggle in vain to convince Grandma Wall that what she's wearing will do. You young people truly have no manners. Were you raised by ogres? Now go get my clothes, sweetie.
Farewell.
She's so mean. Just want to save her. Level 10. Amazing. I can actually do that? Okay, I was going to say. Instant poison. Coat your weapon with lethal poison that lasts for 1 hour. Each strike has a 30% chance of poisoning the enemy, which instantly inflicts 4 nature damage. That's handy. And you'll notice the talent system works differently. Now, starting tomorrow, this entire talent system is going to change. So, yeah, it's crazy. This isn't gonna be here tomorrow because they're changing how talents work, but it's reverting sort of closer back to classic than it is right now, because right now it's sort of just a handout. Yet talent points mean nearly nothing. Oh, I didn't work those hands. You're right. I deserve being shaken. Now that I think about it, I'm working them right now. I promise. So back in Cataclysm, they shifted how talents work, and you got to choose a specialization, kind of like in Classic, but in retail, you're locked into that pretty solidly. And you can change specializations and stuff like that, it doesn't really do that much for you. And some are obviously going to be better than others and stuff like that. I'm going to be an outlaw because outlaws, you know, I think my friend Polaris knows why I would be an outlaw. Just saying. Hey, Grandma's good clothes. You're not quite sure, but this looks identical to what she's wearing.
Any friend of Greymane?
Did you find everything okay, dear? You're a peach, Tisha. Thanks. Right, about the evacuation, dear. I cannot leave without my cat. He's an adorable gray orange tabby. Chance's favorite spot to play is the broken down cart near the arbor northeast of here. Bring him here, and we'll be on our way.
Keep your chin up, eh?
There's the kitty. Aw, look at him. He's a chonker. Are you a chonker? Yeah, you're a chonker, aren't you? Oh my gosh. I'll be taking this cat. It seems the work's a perfect bait. Prepare to die now, you fool. How dare you? Do not mess with my kitty, you son of a mongrel.
I have what you seek.
Jeez, Grandma Wall, calm down. A little shaken, but in good shape, all things considered. Oh yeah, there's an experience buff that that I get because right now they're running an event where until the Drakthir Evokers come out on the 15th, you get a 50% experience gain, which is nice. It's them celebrating their next expansion, which is cool.
Get gabbing or get going.
You're such a charming young lady, Tisha. There he is, Grandma's special boy. Thank you so much for finding him. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. What manner of dirt found its way underneath my fingernails? Granny's mallet.
That's enough gabbing for me today.
All right. I tried to jump over the fence to be cool. Hayward Fishery. Looks like they're having some problem with the Forsaken also.
How are you?
Here to give us a hand?
Safe travel.
My brothers and I can reach the northern Gilneas by boat in a matter of days, as soon as we finish the repairs, that is. Evacuation, you say? Well, we had that very same idea on our own after these Forsaken started showing up. We were thinking the water would be the safest way out of it. Unfortunately, our boats didn't come out from that last earthquake unscathed. I need some additional supplies to finish my repair. Wood, tar, and my tools. Get them for me so that my brothers and I can get out of here. Those Forsaken ships sank way too close to our fishery, and all the survivors are making their way here. As you can see, they're a bit outnumbered. Help us hold them back while I finish making repairs to the boat.
See you around.
Sounds good to me. Ow. Man, that 50% speed increase is crazy. We got the coal tar. Oh, messed that up. Ooh, dang. I annihilated him.
You need something?
You have the supplies, Tisha. That's great, Tisha. I should be able to finish the repairs in no time.
Have a good one.
Excellent. I'm almost done here.
See you later.
Thanks for your help, Tisha. The ship is ready to sail. Now, you go tell Miss Armstead that we're not going to be part of the landed acquisition. We Haywards have been men of the sea for generations. If we're to leave on our own home, then it will be by sea.
See you around.
Shake. Oh, the side effects from that COVID booster are just, ugh. Ugh. I'm so, oh, man. Let me tell you, that getting the bad news today about my disability assistance made all these side effects so much worse too. Maybe time for a nap, but it's not nap time.
What's your story?
It's just as well, Tisha. Maybe the Haywards will fare better than us. It's time for everyone to head to safety. That includes you, Tisha. Head to Greymane Manor. The others will be there shortly. Don't worry about me. I'll make sure that everyone makes it out of here in one piece. Yes, even the few ferals we have in the pens. Once you get there, speak to Queen Greymane about the gravity of the situation.
Long live Greymane.
Oh, they give me a horse. How nice. Enjoy RPing as a dog. You know, yeah, I'm normally a bird, but I'm totally fine with RPing as a dog. All right. Let's head on up. Queen Mia Greymane.
Can I be of service?
Tisha, I've heard much about you. I understand you were crucial in my family's survival during the outbreak in Gilneas City. You ought to speak again. He's been locked up in his observatory ever since this ordeal started. I'm sure he's working on a plan for his people. He's very stubborn individual.
For the Alliance.
Quite the observatory.
Hail, champion.
There you are, Tisha. I've been expecting you.
Polaris Whale cheered Dex 1500. You are a good bean.
Thank you very much, Polaris, for the 1500 bits. You're a good bean. You're fantastic. You know what you are? You're a good whale. Yeah, that's right. I called it. Good whale. Have a good night. I hope that you get all the rest you need. Let's see. I got, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. I got word of your recovery, and wait, do you feel that? Look, Keisha, look at what's become of Duskhaven. Look at what's become of the last safe place in Gilneas. Whew, good thing we got out of there in time. Oh, more boats on the horizon, though. And a gunship.
For country, for family.
We have no choice, Tisha. We must move further inland. I don't like it one bit, but we're vulnerable here. Return to the stables below the manor. Let's get everyone on carriages and send them eastbound. Pray it's not too late.
We will have justice for the fallen.
Yeah, that's not good. I have a big gun. How much later do you think you'll be going? I'm gonna try for at least another 30 minutes. I don't know how much longer. I can't promise anything. I'm hurting and tired, so I'll let you know as I start as I continue. But at least another. I can't really say for sure. I'm sorry. I want to go for another 30 minutes, but who knows? Driving a little carriage. I know. I just don't know what I do besides doing stream stuff. I don't want to nap or anything like that, but who knows? Look out, we're under attack. Oh, they're throwing rocks at us. Rude. You'll be going live a bit later. You can come by and watch if you're up for it. We'll see. I don't want to nap, but I might nap. I have no idea what I'm going to do, as I said. So we'll see what happens.
For Gilneas.
We'll see how I feel. I'm probably going to call my parents and talk to them again. I don't know. Let's see. Thanks for stopping, Tisha. Our carriage got hit pretty bad. The one in front of us got it worse. The ogres got 2 of our stagecoaches. This one and one that fell into the marsh just north of here. I want you to head there and rescue any survivors while we catch up, where we hatch up a plan dealing with these ogres. Okie dokie, artichoke.
Suavemente.
Serpentsaurus just resubscribed for 8 months. Ovo bird time, bird time, bird time.
Bird time, bird time, bird time. Hello, Serp. You are a magical, wonderful being. Thank you so much for subbing. Thank you for stopping by today. I appreciate it so much. Yep, I will hydrate. I have 4 bottles of water here. Making a worgen? Yes, this is the first time we're doing retail on stream. And it's the first time I've played a rogue since Cataclysm, so yeah, it's been a while. So far I'm liking them. Yeah, I asked my roommate, I asked him what class I should be, and I told him I was gonna be a worgen no matter what. And they're like, I listed the classes and they said rogue, so I was like, yeah, I can go for a rogue. I've also been explaining the lore and the differences between retail and classic, and all sorts of stuff. It's been really fun. I like it. I like lore dumping. We covered the lore of the Northgate Rebellion and Cataclysm, and we touched a little bit on Outland and Draenor. We all sorts of lore stuff.
For my people.
You've done it again, Tisha. You have my thanks. The Forsaken are right on our heels, and now the ogres are trying to flank us, Tisha. They're servants of the Eaton Koroth, the meanest, most destructive force in all of Gilneas. If we can bait Koroth into charging the Forsaken forward force, we should be able to cover our retreat and buy some time. The only way that this can work is if we make Koroth furious. It won't be enough to just kill his minions. We need to swipe his most prized position, tiger-skinned banner. Okie dokie. Looking forward to the Evoker, but they aren't coming out until the 15th. I know! I was so disappointed. I thought they were coming out tomorrow, but they're not. But at the same time, I figured now would be a really good chance for me to go on stream and show people that, or what the differences are going to be when the pre-patch goes live tomorrow. And also we'll be able to do pre-patch events. Probably on my warrior, because I want to do the pre-patch events on my warrior. But, yeah, it's going to be a lot of changes. Yeah, I went over the talent system and explained how the specializations work. That's what we got access to right now. And, yeah. Yeah. If you've ever wanted a peek inside of my, my account, by the way, because, like, this isn't something I usually share, look at how many mounts I got. 260? I got, out of here. 479 battle pets. Yes, I am a odd collector. 207 toys. Lots of appearances and stuff. Oh, wow, that's actually pretty cool. Ah! I got knife. Well, thanks to their new cross-faction group feature, we can play together even if you're a puppy. Yes! Yes, we can play all over the place. It'll be fantastic. Maybe when we get up to the next town, I can show you my warrior before we head on off. If I decide to head off. I still haven't decided if I want to keep going, or if I want to end stream, or if I just want to change what I'm doing. I haven't decided. Am I looking to be Alliance and Dragonflight? Yes, absolutely. Wormrest Accord has a population crisis, and I want to help the Alliance population be a little bit more prominent, even if we have cross-faction playing and stuff like that. Being a good community member helps the entire realm. Plus, I just love the Worgen. I mean, they're so... I mean, look at it. Look at her. Look at her. Huh. So good.
For Gilneas.
How'd it go, Tisha? You definitely got the angry Tisha. I heard him myself. Let's hope this works.
Just in time, friend. Here come the Forsaken.
Our carriages... Oh, wow.
You will come no
crazy.
further,
Our carriage drivers were told to regroup in the fishing town of Stormglen. Our scouts report there might be shelter and supplies ahead. Meet Gwen Armstead there. She'll be in charge to take care of our people. Yeah, Wormrest Accord Alliance did not survive Shadowlands, but there are still people here. You are absolutely... You are absolutely right about that. But, yeah. Normally, I'd be a lovely Tauren, because I love my Tauren characters. And I could be a Paladin as a Tauren, which Paladin is probably my favorite class in the game. Even though I started out as a Hunter. Hunter would be a close second. That Paladins haven't felt good to play, though. So I've been maining a Warrior. My Warrior's pretty okay. Not fantastic, but pretty okay. I'll show off my Warrior a little bit once we get into town here. Is this a rested spot? It is. Okay. Let me show my Warrior. Well, see, okay, so I have all these sorted out, right? So these are my Horde characters. I have a lot of them. They're mostly Volpera and Thorn. I love my paladin though. I love Alarnia. Alarnia is so badass. She looks so cool. Her lore is that she was a dark ranger, but when she found the light again, she became a paladin and started training as such. And now she's a deadly paladin, and God, does she look hella good. Oh, oh. You have a guild horde side? Okay, well, so here's the thing. I plan to make 2 evokers. One of them is going to be named Journos, and he's going to be Alliance. The other one is going to be Relocardis, and he is going to be Horde. So, yeah, you'll get to see both. I'll be on both sides. But yeah, Alarnia, super cool. Let me show you Movala. Movala is my warrior, and people love this transmog set. They just do. I love it too. It looks fantastic, and it's got birds on the shoulders, so even better. But yeah, let me show you my warrior. Yes, absolutely. Since everything's about to change, let's go, and I will show you all how Movala operates. Oh yeah. It's been a while since I played retail. Needs more cows. Yeah, the Tauren are pretty cool, just saying. Ooh. Where did I end up? Where am I standing? I'm stuck. Okay, there we go. So my current item level, for anyone who knows Warcraft at all, is 262, so decent, not fantastic. And I got both my legendaries in place, both 291, and it's good. Games in general, you always see foxes, wolves, cats, but never cows. I agree. We definitely need more cows. More cows in video games. I can't fly here, so I got my my snail mount. Love my snail mount. Oh, cool. That's cool. What's that? Obsidian Worldbreaker. I wonder what that's from. Probably a promotion. Obsidian Greywing. Yeah, if it's not here, it's from a promotion. I'll have to Google that later. Okay, let's see. So this is Oribos. This is the afterlife. I'm going to go to Zereth Mortis, and I'm going to just fight some stuff. So if you become a postage delivery person with that mount, then you'll be delivering snail mail. Yeah, absolutely. So Zereth Mortis' lore is insanely complicated, and I'm not going to explain it right now. we'll get there. Ooh, Soranos is up. I don't know if I can make Gordon. We can try. So down here I have my mini map, and these little things are rare elites. And when they pop up, you go and kill them, you get bonus rewards out here in Zereth Mortis, and it's very nice. You get some pretty good stuff. I also have this thing called Rare Finder, which will target onto rare spawns for me. And what I mostly use this add-on for is searching for the time lost proto drake. If you play WoW, you know what it is. So what I'm doing right now is just waiting for more players to gather up to kill this rare together. I could probably take this rare on. Oh, never mind. Someone else got him. You always want to try to be behind your opponent if you can manage it. That's not it. That was it, and I pressed the wrong button. It's been a while since I played my Wario. Okay, I'll get it. I'll get this. I'll get the groove back. Yes. Speed debuff. Let's just jump through that. Alright, so we got some Cosmic Flux, some Anima Webbing, got some pretty okay stuff. Not fantastic, but pretty okay stuff. So when Dragonflight comes out, there's a couple of moves I'm gonna miss with my warrior because we get these things called Covenant abilities, which is all through the Covenant system that they had for Shadowlands, and it's not great. The Covenant system's terrible. It was terrible since the start, and they made it somewhat okay as time went on. But my ability is called Condemn, which allows me to use an ability called Execute. That normally is exclusive to being used on enemies that are below 20% health. It allows me to use it on enemies that are above 80% and below 20%. So it does a really good amount of damage. Not only that, it weakens the target, preventing nearly 3,000 damage they would deal to you, which is super good. Super good. It's one of the best abilities that you can have as a warrior, and I'm gonna miss it when it goes away in Dragonflight, for sure. I don't know what else is gonna be going away, but I can tell you that people are gonna be. I know they're gonna be people that are upset. I don't know if there's gonna be people who are like super angry or anything like that, because I've heard positive things about the challenge change system. So we'll see how that goes. I wonder if that'll make it, because some of the abilities that are like Covenant abilities and stuff like that are making it into the new talent trees, which is fantastic. This place is so pretty. It's so empty though, and it has such lackluster lore. Okay, so I feel like this is where I'm gonna end it for today. I feel like total garbage. I'm feeling sad, and I had fun today, but let's go ahead and end it on a positive note. Does anyone have anyone they want me to read out to? If not, I will just find one of the people that I normally read out to. No, bless you, Serp. You're fantastic. Also, I hope you like my warrior, because my warrior is probably like one of the characters I'm proudest of in Shadowlands. Oval is great. Represents Gilneas. That's the tabard she's wearing, by the way. It's the Gilnean tabard. Yes, Rage Puppy indeed. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and find one of my usual peeps to read out to. Okay, today we are going to be reading out to Zachary the Hawk. They're a follower of mine, and they are very, very, very kind. They're playing Wind Waker, so that's awesome. Give them a bird up for me, and until tomorrow, 6 p.m. EST, I've been Rake a Bird, and I hope y'all have enjoyed your